Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Vinland Saga episode 7. So last episode we ended off with I think it was actually filler from what I was told, which is very interesting considering I thought it was a very good episode that really highlighted Thorfinn's character. With the whole meeting another family, them taking care of him, and then ultimately his actions leading to a raid. I thought that was ultimately a very well handled episode. And quite frankly, I thought it was a brilliant episode. But apparently, like half of it was filler. Now I don't know whether it was the beginning half or like the latter half, but regardless, I thought it was a very strong episode. Also, him getting his swords or his daggers, I guess if you want to call it. But also, like, just him growing up. That's really what the last episode boils down to. We saw him growing up, and I really appreciate that. I really am glad about that because, quite frankly, seeing that is going to be having seen that, you feel very attached to the character now. So I'm very glad the way it was made, the way it was handled, and let's see how the story handles how the story handles the character as well as the characters from here on out. But folks, we are gonna get started, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just make sure I'm right at the beginning. We're gonna get started in 3, 2, 1. I hope you're all having a good day, by the way. I know I always say that, and I know people really don't care, but Studio Wit. And we learn about the king, Aethelred. 1012 AD. Not easy for the common folk. Not easy for the common folk at all. Okay. Well, somebody has learned from Napoleon. Although that's not really historically, timeline accurate, but still. Big raid. Alright. Yumza Vikings. The Yumza Vikings, or the Yums Vikings. Is that? By the voice, I think it is, but not by the outfit. Yeah, definitely. Or not. Or not. But it's the same voice. At least that's what it sounds like to me. Well. Alright. South it is, I'm guessing. South it is. What was that? Okay, something is... Okay. Is it like the wardrobe or something? I felt like a bomb was going off. Like, we're in the wrong century for that. Boom! Crossbows are absolutely lethal. Look how quick they take out and just such lethal weaponry. Y'all know my favorite weapon is a sword, but like bowed archers as well as crossbowmen are just so flipping lethal, alright? Like, just tack, 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 tack. You don't even have to be close, just like tack, 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 tack. Where is the opening? Alright, Askeladd. He's already gone. Or is he not? Alright, now he's gone. Alright, see boy. Alright, Sonny boy. This should be where the opening drops. There we go. Alright, first, I have to say this. This summer looks to be very, very entertaining. It looks to be with everyone joining in, the Yomza Vikings. Hey, I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm looking forward to it quite a lot. This opening is really, really growing on me. At first, I was like, it sounds cool, but I mean, it was one of those that sounds cool and epic and everything, but you're just like, epic, okay. But now you're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And obviously the classic. Yeah, that's the king, I'm assuming. Just based on the way he's sitting on the throne. Wow, super observation. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just by the way he's sitting on the throne, I'm assuming it's a king. You know, otherwise why would he sit on the throne? Yeah, that's just gonna incite. That's gonna incite anger, hate, warfare. They're gonna attack him with a message like that. He's not your lapdog, fam. Aye. Even as a little boy. And it's still not enough. Fair point. Fair point. He wants it to be a lapdog, that's it. That's not what he wants. Yes! You just... Alright. I know the concept of shake on it doesn't exist, but shake on it. Alright? Nah, especially with a message like that. Especially with a message like that. I mean, I could have told you that. You bring a message like that, it's just going to get worse. Yeah. That's not gonna happen. That's gotta be a 1. If you see your boy, if you see someone with like with a knife to one of your boy's throats, right? You're just gonna sit in the back and be like, me don't speak Norse. Well, you shouldn't tell him. Ooh, I love battle plans. Checkmate. Checkmate. This guy is your highness. I thought he was just your translator. Okay. I mean, it makes sense that the other guy was a translator, but I felt like he was translating to them. Whereas, like, the other guy was just, like, translating, which actually, now that I think about it, makes no sense. Why would you have 2 translator? Yeah, fair enough. Here goes the crow. The crow screaming in the distance. This shit. Oh, that's a beautiful sight. Just a ship in the distance, just sailing up the sea. Sailing up. Yo, why is this guy your king? Nah, that was being. They've already gone to attack. Oh no! Yeah, you don't no need to have a translator for that. No need to have a translator for that. It's like that thing where like everyone knows like a swear word in a different language. You know how to insult someone, you don't even know how to say how you doing or hi, but you know how to insult someone. Aye. Distract them this way. Have them attack from. Was that? That's not acid. I'm assuming oil. Yeah. Easy target. How is he lying? He's going towards the enemy. They can't even aim. He's walking. He's running straight, and they can't even aim. Yeah. Hear that rumble? They are on this ship. We're carrying the ship, alright? But let him just like Ascalon is just standing there like, yo, bro. How you doing, son? How you doing, son? Bam! 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 A ship like that weighs a lot. You gotta climb with your daggers, right? No? Yeah. Yeah, like as if you're skiing, just obviously with your, well, okay, with skiing you do it with your hands too, but like ice picks basically. Yeah. Shock, right? Now you're not going anywhere. Right? He's gonna come up right now. Go on. Oh, I'm not there yet. He is driven. Driven, I tell you. Fair enough. He's just crossbows. All off. Yeah. The Franks. Hi. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Have you got a minute to talk about my blade? And how I'm gonna shove it up your face? And I'm busy with one kid. Yeah, that's gotta be enough, bro. Look at him, just cut off his fingers. Like, what are you doing, son? Like, what are you doing, son? Like, these guys have trained all their lives, and now look at where they are. Beaten by a kid. Yeah, that is smooth. Nah, son. Nah, son. There you go. Grab the helmet, though. Quick! Yeah. He came, he climbed up there, right? Just did like some Assassin's Creed stuff, like. Look at him. He's just walking there. It's over. They're running. Yeah. What's that for? Gotta do. You couldn't handle Thorfinn. Finally. It's over. It's over. I won 2 fronts. No. You surrender. They are brutal. They are savages. Yeah, definitely. I hope there's one left, then just shoots him. You gonna try and kill him? Okay, yeah, but they're gonna take your whole treasure, not just half. Should have done so from the first place, honestly. Jabaffi. It's empty. They've took it all and left. Oh, they bounced. Ah, they should have left this. They should have taken a silver cup too. Yep. Yeah. Oh, he's got the crown and everything. Like, yo, bro, how you doing, son? We get there, alright. Hey, you take what you take what you're given. Thought ahead. Brilliant. He's gonna pop up right now on the ship with a head. Yeah. Dual time. Dual time. Let me guess. Gonna say there's no proof that you did it. Nobody saw you. If he says no, just kill him. I don't know if you can, but try it. Decline. Or not? Wow. Let's go. But not now. Of course. Of course he would pull that. And you know what? Fair enough. But the whole time you were on the boat, on the ship, you're like, ah, whatever. They can shoot, I don't care. They're gonna miss anyway. There's your dragon. There is your dragon. Oh, you're lucky your ship didn't capsize. Alright. Alright. Now give me the challenge. We're not being pursued anymore. Ah, biding his time. Yeah. He's gonna keep doing that, basically. He's got a lapdog right now. Why would he give up a lapdog right now? Yeah, he's got someone that does this every whim. It is every single whim. You know, if he says go left, you go left. If he says go right, you go right. He's not just gonna give that up. He's not just gonna give that up. Not with a possibility that you might actually defeat him. I don't know how big that possibility is, granted, But you know, there just being a possibility, that's enough for him not to take it. I would not take it if I was him. I'm missing you. But yeah, I mean, let me just pause the ending here. Let me just pause it right here. There were a few things that I noticed that they mentioned. But like just to go back on the Askeladd theme, the Askeladd talk. Let me just switch the camera over to this. Hi. Just to go back to it, right? If you have somebody who is driven by rage, by hate, by motivation, like they're basically doing whatever they can just so they can have an honorable duel, an honorable battle with you, don't give it to them. Yeah, don't give it to them. Quite frankly, right? You know, you never know what might happen in a battle. Anything could happen, right? Thorfinn has gotten a lot better. Look how he's just slicing through people now. I'm not saying like he's gonna win against Askeladd. That's not even the point. The point is that there might be a chance that he could, right? I know Askeladd he's very confident, but there might be a chance, all right? So don't give it to him, because as of right now, he just does whatever you tell him to. So why would you not abuse that? Why would you not abuse the shizzle out of it, right? That's what I would do. Let's be totally honest, and we all would, right? Now, in addition to that, there was one thing that I noticed that they said, and there's a few things that they said in this episode, but one thing that I really noticed is when they took the city, they mentioned something about like they took all the treasure of the treasury and from the church as well, which is very much very much Viking to do, because but back then like because those guys that they were allying with, they were I mean, at one point they said that I promise to share my bread equally. I promise it on Jesus Christ. He said something along those lines, right? I don't know the exact wording not used, but he said something along those lines. Well, like, those guys definitely wouldn't have stolen anything from the church, because back then, you don't steal anything from the church, because, those are the holy men. So, if you do that, then you're doing a sinful act, one that can't be forgiven. But, like, the Vikings, they were just like, nobody's protecting it. Well, easy loot. Easy for us to steal, So you can just see the difference here. Not so much in mentality, but also like the difference in, I guess you want to call it mentality, sure, but mainly like the difference in morality, I guess. That's perhaps wrong. More like ideology mixed with morality. Where like the Vikings, they would just be like, gold is gold, we'll take it. Whereas like if they would have taken it on their own, it wouldn't have been a case like that. It would have just been simply like, oh, you know what, we'll take all the gold except the one inside the church. We'll take all the treasure except the one inside the church, because quite frankly, we're used to the system. We all kind of share the same religion, and we know that doing something like that is a heinous crime that can't be forgiven, that is looked down upon even if you are at war. It's kind of like how gas nowadays, how like poisonous gas and all that is looked down upon, and now where like even in war, that is considered a war crime, where like you face severe punishments, outside of the war itself, like irrespective of whether you're a victor or loser, you face punishments based on that. And obviously, they would. I'm pretty much 100% certain they wouldn't have attacked the church. Even that fat ass king wouldn't have done so, just because of the repercussions that he would have had to face. But Askeladd and his boys are just like, whatever, bro. Like whatever, bro, man. Whatever, bro. We do what we want. That's just the way it is. But yeah, regardless, folks, good episode. Actually, I really enjoyed this episode for different reasons. Actually, we got a little bit of like a sprinkle of what may happen in the summer. Which I am very glad about. I'm actually looking forward to like the summer now, especially. But like the winter itself, I mean, Askeladd at the end was saying like, we've got enough for the winter. Does he mean like throughout the whole of the winter, or just like part of it? Because there's winter, then there is spring, and then there is summer. So I don't know whether that loot. I mean, it's a lot of loot. It's a lot of treasure. I don't know whether that's enough. But if it is, that's great. If it is, fantastic. You've basically I guess in that case you basically like skip the whole winter and maybe even spring with just one adventure, with just one mission, which is, you know, in one episode, which is kind of great. But I want to actually see a little bit more, perhaps, of like just like the winter to springtime. Just see how they're living during winter and springtime, like where it's colder, where like food is a little bit scarce and so on and so forth, where you need like a lot of firewood and so on and so forth. You know, I want to see like a little bit more of, like the times, not just so much like the battle, but a lot more of like the customs, the times of that era. Basically, I would really be looking forward to that. I hope that we see a little bit of that in the future, or maybe like next episode. I mean, that's the future, but still like next episode and so on. Because I'm looking forward to the summer, but as much as I'm looking forward to the summer, I actually want to see a little bit of like the winter and springtime, and just see how they cope with the weather situations in that time. Because you know, the environment is just as dangerous as a lot of armies could be. You know, just ask Napoleon. You know, just ask them. I mean, in this show, the king, I ordered the Yumza Vikings to stay back, to not attack England during the winter, and that's a very, very wise choice. Now, England itself isn't that cold in the winter. It rains like most of the time here. It's not like it's snowing. It snows like maybe 2 times a year. That's it, and like, it's very, very shallow snow. But I have to say that it's never a good choice to attack during winter, because they're obviously defending their home. So they've got, cattle, they've got a home to live in, warmth, protection and shelter from the environments. Whereas, even if you're a seasoned and hardened veteran, even if you're an expert at warfare, the conditions can still take you out at any time. You could get sick. If you get a flu in those times, you get some sort of infection, it's pretty much over. Like, either they have to cut off your limb, or you die from it. So, in the environment, it's just as harsh as an army, as I said. And so I like the fact that they're actually thinking. I like the fact it's not just a battle after battle after battle after battle, but it's more so like okay, you know what? Let's actually think about things. Let's it's like this episode. That's why I like this episode so much, because they actually had a plan, and the plan worked. To really no resistance, but I'm hoping that in the future we'll get a little bit more resistance. Like, we'll see a little bit more of, like, the enemy side as well, and then like see how they kind of counteract each other, like how the enemy thinks, how they think, so on and so forth, as well as obviously continue the inner personal struggles of Torvin, and who knows, maybe Leaf as well, like, because obviously he said that I'm gonna find Torvin, so we'll see how that how that part of the story progresses. But there are a lot of things that I'm just looking forward to just seeing. Overall, episode was good, but I will see you all, ladies and gentlemen, in the next one. Everybody, peace out, have a nice day, and until next time, bye.